Oh snap, we got the 9070 XT performance leaks as well as the 5070 Ti being leaked and some Blender benchmarks. Let's find out how mediocre and okay this card really is. So let's go ahead and move on to today's video. All right, everybody. So starting out today on today's news and updates on some hardware stuff, we got the RX 9070 XT in GPU Z showcasing. Let's zoom in here. You have a new screenshot showing the specs, the memory size, the speed. Now, the thing is, with this particular 9070 XT, it is clocked at a higher speed, right? So you're seeing a boost clock of 3100 megahertz here versus where we seen the previous model, which was, let me see here really quick. The Red Devil 9070 XT was clocked before at 3060 megahertz, right? So either this GPU here that they are testing at HK EPC, it's either a higher clocked card or it's been manually overclocked. And of course, just like always, I'll have the links down below for you guys to check out these articles so you guys can go ahead and do a deep dive on your own if you'd like to. So we have this stuff here, right? And we also have a screenshot of it being ran using these settings and specs on Monster Hunter itself. So it's hitting 211 FPS, looking at the 1080p resolution with the Ultra 9 from Intel, 285K. And then of course here again down below, I have the chart with the comparison of the 9070 and XT variants of the AMD GPUs, comparing it to the existing 5070 upcoming and 5070 Ti that is also soon to be released here soon. All right, so in the next piece here, we have the Nitro RX 9070 XT with a unique design. This one here, we're looking at a 16-pin power design, possibly for its flagship card. You guys will know more, of course, just like we will. Who knows what will happen here if that is true. It's gonna be like an Apple thing. That's really the only thing I could think of is it's comparable to like Apple with the whole charging port. Let me know down below in the comments on what you guys think about this. But yeah, I'll leave this here for you guys to check out for yourselves. Pretty cool and unique design there. I don't know if you guys would like that or not. For me, doesn't really matter. I would prefer this top design right here. As you guys can see, the two 8-pin connectors at the top, which is so much better. So here we have the RX 9070 series officially launching February 28th, right? And then launches on shelves early in March. So we'll go ahead and get an introductory on the 28th of February towards the end of the month regarding these new GPUs. And of course, here from David McAfee, the wait is almost over. Join us on February 28th at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for us folks on the West Coast or further, we're gonna have to be up at 5 a.m. or we're just gonna have to catch the highlights or a recorded version of this. So get ready to make it yours when it hits the shelves in early March ASVP by subscribing to the AMD YouTube channel. So you guys can check that out here, right? And of course, with that being said, like yesterday and the other day there, NVIDIA wants to delay the release of their 5070. So the only thing I think of, right, is NVIDIA trying to take the thunder from AMD with them holding out, and that's really the only thing. I don't know if they will be able to. I think the only way AMD can be successful with this is if they literally price their highest tier card at $500 or less. If AMD doesn't do that and NVIDIA launches and or does a press release at the same time with them regarding their 5070 Ti and 5070 or whatever releases there are, they are going to get left behind again in the dust, right? Now, the only thing that we can see right now is pricing, and obviously the biggest thing that we hope AMD can win over is supply and demand, right? We're dealing with a bunch of scalpers and resellers, and of course the price hike that's happening right now, that's a whole nother conversation that you guys will see, but everything is just going up in price. So who knows? Hopefully AMD can save us like they did with their CPUs and processors and knocking Intel out of the game there. So that would be great to get a 9070 XT that can run 4K like the 4080 Super and or the 4080 for $500. Let me know what you guys think. So on to next news here. We got the 5070 Ti leaked benchmarks. Looks like it's touting it's 7.6% faster than the 4070 Ti Super and 20% faster than the standard 4070 Ti. Now the nice thing is with this 5070 Ti, right, it has 16 gigabytes. Now remember, there are reviews already of the 5080 being overclocked, and it comes just shy of the 4090. Now imagine this, if you overclock the 5070 Ti, $750, right, versus $1,300 or $1,200 or whatever the price is now in the 5080s, and you can get within 5%. I think this card's a win. I honestly think 5070 Ti is a win because one, you get the better features, right, other than AMD as of for now, right, comparing on how their new GPU architecture compares to the new like FSR4 that they're going to be using versus DLSS 4. How much better is it going to be, right? And of course, the biggest thing that we fear is AMD drivers competing with this. So $750 or $550, and then if they do price their 9070 XT at $500 or less, or I hope they do at $550 max, $500 at best. We'll see. AMD's really got to steal the show. And this article here, right, shows the 5070 Ti is 7.6 faster than the 4070 Ti Super, with about almost a 600 point difference there, rounded, right? So looks like it means it's nearly on par with the 4080 Super, scoring 247,099 points. And then, of course, the 5070 Ti scoring 248,739 points in the test. So, again, this is a certain test and doesn't really show real life testing, right? So, like in gaming, obviously they're using the 9800X3D here in their test bench. And looks like 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, close to that 6,000 mega transfers that we're looking at there. So this is that Geekbench OpenCL source blender. I'll have that so you guys can do a little deep dive down below so you guys can check it out yourselves and do your own math and comparison here. But kind of do a pretty good job here already and breaking down that score. So honestly, I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed here looking at this, the median score. Oh well, that's NVIDIA for you, right? Ingridia. So here we go. We have confirmed that the 5070 Ti will be launching on the 20th and pushes the 5070 non-Ti out to March 5th. So that is today's news there, right? And here's more news for you guys to check out. So it's pretty exciting. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? We will see what happens. So again, all sources are linked down below, and if you guys like today's video, dropping a like will help my channel grow a lot. And of course, if you're new here to the channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so you guys don't miss out on any new videos in the future. And without further ado, you guys know what it is. This is Red Zone signing off. Keeping it real, keeping it hot, and keeping it raw. Your normal 9 to 5 guy, bringing you some high quality content for you guys to enjoy. I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces!